Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Rye and this is Rye's Reading Corner, and today I am bringing you my TBR for the Gilmore Girls Readathon that's taking place from November 15th to November 22nd. Hi friends, so I have my coffee please and a shot of cynicism Lorelai Gilmore coffee mug. I have my Stars Hollow Gazette notebook, and I am ready to tell you about this readathon that I'm so excited about. Gilmore Girls holds a really special place in my heart. Coming back after my hiatus due to being so sick during my pregnancy, even the second trimester, I told myself I was not going to do any readathons until I kind of just get back in the swing of things. However, as soon as I saw a video for this, I knew I had to do it. Gilmore Girls is something that's so important to me. I have watched the series so many times. I do the fandom box type thing where it is Gilmore Girls themed. I will post the link below. That box is so awesome, so fun, which is where I got my amazing coffee mug, that notebook, and a bunch of other Gilmore Girls themed items. So this, again, like I said in my intro, this takes place from November 15th to November 22nd, which is tomorrow it starts, which I know I'm a little late on posting my TBR video. Usually I don't like to post it the day before, but again, just coming back after being really sick from my pregnancy, but I'm so excited. So it is hosted by 4 amazing people. Again, I have them in my notebook, and it's Liv, Mackenzie, Heather, and Desi. I will post all of their announcement videos or channels down below in the description box. So this readathon is again inspired by the magical show The Gilmore Girls. If you are not familiar with it, check it out. I've done a book tag of it, and I'll post it up in the cards above if you want to go kind of check that out. So for this readathon, there's kind of 2 paths you can go. There is the 7 prompts that you can do that are inspired by specific Gilmore Girls characters, some of our fan favorites, and then there's also this bingo card that you can do, and this is more inspired just by like different things, some characters, just kind of some of the themes that we see in Gilmore Girls. So I've decided to go with the bingo card. I'm going for this bingo, which I'll put the image right up here, and I usually don't double up in readathons, but I just know, you know, I can't predict how I'm going to feel each day, and I am a teacher, so I am back in the classroom. I do have some more downtime than usual, but I'm still very busy. So I'm hoping to really access audiobooks for this readathon. So I did double up. So I have 3 books out of the 4 prompts. So I did use the free space. However, if I am in a groove and I'm just reading really well, I will kind of add more books in there. So the very first prompt that we're going to talk about is the love triangle. So if you're not familiar with Gilmore Girls, Rory, like our main character, just love her, has definitely a love triangle, and a lot of time you'll hear people ask, are you team Jess, are you team Dean, are you team Logan? I am team Jess, by the way, but you know, I still love all the other guys. So it's a really kind of a prominent storyline, especially like in the earlier episodes but then really it continues throughout the entire series. I don't know what I'm saying. So for this, I am going to be doing a reread of a series that I do talk about quite a lot on my channel that really kind of got me into willing to try fantasy. I would love to kind of read this book again. The Red Queen by Victoria Award. So the first time I read this, it was an ebook, so I didn't know if I was going to like it. I borrowed it from the library, just because, again, fantasy was not something that I was really kind of versed in. However, I now have like a physical copy, and I'm going to want to really read this again. So this definitely has a love triangle. Our main character lives in a society where there are 2 types of blood, red and silver, and she gets she's a special type of case of the situation. I'm not going to go too much into it, but there's definitely a love triangle between who she is supposed to be pretending or marrying and the actual like king in line that lives in this kingdom. So I don't really want to go too much into it because it is a great book and I've talked about it a lot, but definitely a love triangle. This is a chunkier book. I am gonna read it physically, but if I have to, I'm not against doing audio since I have read this book already, but we'll see. So for my love triangle prompt. All right, so the next prompt for my bingo board is flowers on the cover. And in the second season, the last episode and the beginning of the 2nd season, this prompt reminds me of the 1,000 Yellow Daisies that Max sends Lorelai for her engagement prompt. So I'm actually doubling up with this book, and so the other prompt that this book goes along with is set in New England. So Details takes place in Stars Hollow, which is in the Connecticut, and it is actually in New England area. So if you're not familiar kind of with that area, it's kind of like the northeastern part of the United States, which I do not live far from. So I'm very kind of familiar with that area. So I will be reading Horrid by Katrina Leno. This was an Owl Crate book, I believe. It takes place in a New England town. She moves from sunny California there after her father's death. And it talks about it being cold in autumn, which was one of the prompts for the 7 other prompts. So it was kind of cool that I could kind of like double dip on that one. And it talks about some type of mystery, something kind of like returning back to her childhood home and like things being revealed. Sounds really interesting. 100% has flowers on it. I mean, the cover is filled with flowers. So I thought this would be a good book to kind of double dip, which I say I don't normally do, but because of what the situation's been like for me, I don't want to go too hard on myself. I want to kind of ease into reading because I originally said I wasn't going to be doing any TBRs and readathons, but that's changed. So yeah, I'm excited to read this book. It sounds interesting. I think this might be the book that I start with because I think it kind of piqued my interest the most, but we will see. All right, another novel that I will be reading is Author's Debut. Now, I'm not sure kind of what the inspiration was for behind this bingo board prompt, but for me, actually the girl that plays Rory Gilmore, Gilmore Girls was really her big first film or anything TV show that she's ever been on. And actually Lauren Graham, who plays her mother Lorelai, actually had to tell her where her spots were and kind of like drag her at times to where she's supposed to go because it kind of like was her big debut. So that's how I'm taking it. I could totally be wrong, but that's kind of how I interpret it. But I'm going to be reading The Kiss Quotient by Helen Wong, and this also kind of goes with the other 7 prompts by an author from the Asian country. And so I'm really excited. This was her debut novel. It's about a girl who has Asperger's. I believe she's never been kissed, but I'm not sure. But they hire her like an escort, her friends, to kind of like break the tension and kind of get her into like talking and being with boys, which ended up falling in love with him. So it kind of goes with the prompt of like a different type of romance, or kind of with one of the other 7th prompts. I was like, if I could double dip, that's really cool. So I'll be reading this. This has been something I've been wanting to read for a long time. So it just kind of works out for that. So works out perfect. So I do only have 3 books, which seems kind of sad to me because usually I plan a lot more, but I'm just trying to be realistic with where I am. So if you're participating in this readathon, I'm so excited. I can't wait to watch your TBR videos or pictures. Please drop those links and videos down below. I will be vlogging as I am reading. Of course, there's not too much things exciting going on because of the pandemic, and I'm actually where I currently am, we're in a hot spot right now. Our whole state's kind of going right back up in New York, so things aren't looking too good, so we're really trying to stay inside. So definitely reading at a perfect time to help with the mental health aspect of it, and that's what Gilmore Girls does for me. Just I can't stop talking about it. But again, if you're participating, please let me know. If you've read any of those other books, please let me know your thoughts and opinions on them. And yeah, so thanks for chatting and watching this video, guys. So if you are new to my channel and you'd like to take this journey with me, please press that subscribe button. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to be friends on any other social media platforms, all that information is below. So bye, loves, and I'll see you next time.